everyone. Thank you for tuning in. So what do I have here? I have a LED light fixture, and it's a cloud shape, and I found it on at Hobby Lobby. I've taped it down to an acrylic sheet because this came empty, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it'll work. So I'll show you the back. So this is the light part here, and I'll wish me luck that it works. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do it this way so it's out of my way here. I put in some resin tape along the edge here of the whole entire piece because the light has a little raised effect, so I'm hoping that my resin stays in. We shall see. This might be a very short video. Then I use this packing tape to secure it down onto my acrylic sheet. So now what I'm going to do is actually even secure the acrylic sheet down, mix my resin, and put a coat because I want to put these charms in the center, and I'm going to do sort of a light amount of resin. We shall see. So that will be in a time lapse, and then I'll see you for the next step. Okay, so I am going to do the test and hope that nothing spills out. And I want a thin layer only because I want to just be able to put those charms in and let it sit. So let's push this to the edges. Oh boy, oh boy. Boy, look at those bubbles. Oh, I even put my resin in some warm water to hopefully reduce the bubbles, but gosh darn it. Okay, so far so good as far as my little dam that I've created with my resin tape. Hopefully, I will know later on. So I'm just going to put a little bit more in. Obviously didn't need all that. But I have another project that I can use that resin for. So let's see how I do. Boy, it took me a while to figure out which side to pour this on because of these two things, which is where you hang it on a wall. But I figured if I do it this way, then I can put a top coat color and, you know, solid color, and that'll hopefully not show that back piece. So anyway, it's just that sometimes I go to Hobby Lobby and, like, you know, walk around and then see, okay, what will inspire me? And then I saw this and I went, oh my gosh, that's available for a pour. Okay, so now on these, I'm going to alcohol them a little, spray it a little bit, and then I'm going to put them in the center as best I can. Whoops, the other way. Yeah, the other way. This way. Oh, good. I don't want them to float up, and it's okay that it's sticking up because I am going to put another layer because I'm going to attempt a 3D bloom on top of that. So I just want these to stay in place and not move around. I might have to start doing that on my pieces where I have difficulty sometimes in centering, that I do sort of a pre-fill. Okay. I think, okay, here I go balancing again. Let's just do that. And I think I'll do one more on this side. Can't remember what colors they were. So I think I'll choose this black one. Looks different. So it's sort of multicolor. Spray a little alcohol. Okay, and I'm going to stand up on my stool. Okay, that looks pretty much straight and kind of centered. So we shall see. Now I am going to pour a little bit over like this. And then once this is cured, I will do the next step. I'll keep an eye out on the bubbles here. And I will, oops, a little bit over here, didn't get covered. Okay, so now I know how much that used. I'll have an idea of what to put on the next level. So just torch just again, and I will torch again later. And the resin I'm using is just Promise. I'm trying to sort of finish using it up. It's a very thick resin. So, okay, I'll see you for the next step. Okie doke. So that first layer has cured. Now I'm going to place a layer to do my bloom. But I gotta make sure I have enough for 2 colors. I'm gonna do Castincraft white, and I'm going to do a mixture of resin ink, sweet cherry, and a mica powder. So let me put aside some for my my 2 excuse me, I'm kind of pouring, let's see, I'm going to do 20 grams in each cup. Okay, it's a little bit more, 20.5, it's okay. I think I have enough layers, so and then I'll put some more in my second cup. Oops, that went up too high. Okay, so I'm letting that sort of settle up so that I can get the bubbles coming up. And I'm going to pour the rest of it in, because this is a pretty big, deep cavity here, which is kind of cool. So I guess, and then I'll put a little bit more in my 2 cups for the white and the red. And then I'll just see how much I need. Okay, so this was 22. So I'm going to use my Castincraft. But before I do that, I'm going to torch. Gosh, I hope this works. It'll be so cool if it did. And then let me see how the bloom looks, you know, after a while. And then, oh, I just thought of something. I hope my piece comes out of this acrylic plate here, or acrylic square. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Mix that in. So feel free to fast forward as I get these ready. In fact, I'll do a pause, get my 2 piping bags ready, and then I will see you for the next step. But let me just finish doing this one. Then I'll put this in here. Okay, I'll put you on a pause and come right back. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I thought I was taping and it didn't. So, I'm just trying to get that out. Basically what I did was I took my white piping bag and my red and just followed the shape of the cloud, and then I drew in with my dotting tool. And I wasn't going to go out because these are clouds, so I'm thinking maybe coming in, but I'm thinking I might bring in some more of the cloud, if like this. Yeah, I think so, like even narrower. To maybe help the center even more. So And I was saying, when nobody was listening because it wasn't taping, what's nice about this acrylic on the bottom is that I can take my dotting tool all the way. I'm going to skip that one and that one. I can take my dotting tool all the way to the bottom and it's okay. It won't scratch my mold. That looks pretty like that. Let me see, should I go over here? I think I will, just to make it even Stevens. Yep. And this one too. Okay. Ooh, that looks cool like that. Now, so I am going to put a background. What color, I do not know. So, I was thinking maybe blue. Because, you know, I always use, I mean, black is a good color. But I'm hoping this one, maybe a blue would work. Now, my only concern on this piece is that for some reason my resin got to 36 degrees before I started decanting. And I'm hoping it'll still move. So I might get my heat gun and sort of help it along. But we shall see, and fingers crossed. And I'll catch you on the next step. Okay, as you can see, some of the petals bloomed, but some didn't. And I really think it's because I've completely spaced and let my resin sit to 36. It was just too hot. So I'm just going to continue on anyway because it's an experiment, first of all, to see if it works in this lighting fixture. And then also to see if it comes off the acrylic plate on the bottom. So I've mixed up some blue and purple as a background, and I'm just going to pour a layer, and okay, good. I don't need to go all the way to the top. Now, because I didn't do it dark blue, this is going to show, but c'est la vie. If if I do, well, I am going to, well, first of all, I'll just do one step at a time. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. So hopefully this blue will camouflage some of the unbloomed petals. So I could have made it darker, but I didn't want to. So there, actually I'm touching that, so I don't know if I'll have room. Oh well. And maybe drill a hole if I need to hang it up. So here we go. I am so excited to see if this comes out, you know, as a piece. And then I think there was one more of this Cloud 9 lighting fixture, depending on how it, well, I am talking ahead now, oh well. But if there is another one, I might get it, if it's still there, and try better bloom. So, it looks kind of cool. You know, this the shape of this and then the shape of that. So fingers crossed, and I will see you for the unmolding. Alrighty, so I removed all the taping that was around, and I did get seepage. So good thing I put that resin tape, and I'm hoping that with my tool I'll be able to get rid of them. Now, the acid test is if I can remove it. Ooh. Oh wow, listen to that pop. Okay, I'm breaking my acrylic piece. So let me remove this on my own time and come right back to you. Alrighty folks, so I cleaned it up and I learned a couple things. So I will be trying this again if I can get this Cloud LED light again, because it was on sale. I don't know if there's any left in stock, but anyway, and I chose a black background because I did need a darker background. Now, voila, look at that. Isn't that just too cool? Well, for me it is. So now the cool part is get ready and put your sunglasses on. Here we go on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. How fun is this at night? So I'm going to put this up and see what it looks like at night. All right. Thank you so much for watching, you guys.